Wicked, 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 wicked. Wicked tones, you know.
Lazy man's single arm lat. Superset if you want to do it. Did it with Antoine and a few other guys already. But it's just basically, there's a lot of setup when it comes to like single arm lat work, whether it's dumbbell rows or off machines or whatever, plate loaded stuff. So a way to get kind of really flood that lat with blood and understand how to rock and move is if we grab cable. So we'll set cable up high to start and we'll step back. So I'm at a length now where my hip is behind me. I'm not bent kneed and I'm set here so I can posture up. So if my arm's hanging where it wants to hang and I'm flat out, all I'm gonna do is posture up and then tuck elbow down. So all I did was start there. So from here, I'm gonna tip a bit. I'm gonna lock into my oblique over here. I'm gonna let out hand, arch up through. So when I pull, I'm getting up and forward. I'm not just pulling back. My position is always forward and I move my chest up towards the ceiling. I'm rocking into lat. When I pull too, I'm tight on these fingers. I'm squeezing this palm back. So when I pull, I'm yanking on this pinching down into me. I'm not just yanking a cord. I'm manipulating this like a handle and driving up through. Up through. Oh, so keep chin level, lift chest up to chin. Don't be doing this. And moving the head with the body. Just rock in here and chest up. So there's always pressure down on elbow. There's always pressure on hand. There's always pressure on shoulder. And I'm just pulling down into things, rising up through. So there's always that low feeling. I'm always letting things out and pulling down. Out, pulling down. I'm never straight forward, straight back. It's not straight lines. It looks like it to you guys, but my pressure down on my cable is hard as hell. Like to keep my cable on that line, on that steady line where I'm pulling, I'm down hard on it. Because if I didn't, it'd be up here. I'd want to hold it here and pull open on my elbow. I'm down and then I'm boom. So this hand breaks like I'm pouring a drink on myself, bang, boom, into here. So it's the same idea down here. You can superset this with like each arm, do one arm. When you come back here, it's the same idea. I want to get enough distance that my hand can hang free. And I want to turn a little bit towards my hand. So I'm almost putting my feet directly in the line of I'm off center, but I'm pointing them right towards my hand. So when I put hand here, I'm postured up and I can rock up. So again, my hips stay where they are. I use this hand to push my chest towards that bar. Up, up. Let your arm fall full length, break, break. Again, my hand here is boom, pull up into me. So when I crack here, I arch. So it's two motions at once, bang. Bend elbow, break hand, arch. So you can get that arch quick. It's not supposed to be an arch where I'm like going, and you'll know you're doing it wrong. This will help you on other lifts too, because you gotta pull and crack instantly to get an arch. I can't lean. So if I stay close enough to this pole to grab it, if I was back here, sure, I could rock way up. And you guys can do that if you're not comfortable being that close. I can set here, posture up, and just one hand up. But if I want to get the intense squeeze on my lat, I'm down on this cord again and I'm chest up, 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 up. So I'm tucked hard, right? Tight in my oblique. Just do that back to back, each arm. You'll be out of breath like me, and then you'll have huge lats. I wonder if we could do it on anything. We could do this on any machine as long as this wedge will fit. There's also wedges that are like not as steep. Kind of rubber ones that are like maybe half this size. But on cables especially, because it's where you see people really fucking up their cable row, we'll just use this handle. Doesn't fucking matter which handle we use. Every cable row is the fucking same basically. So if I'm always talking about keeping hips back behind shoulders so we're over our weight, which is hard to do here. Because I have to understand how my hips tip forward and I have to drive up through. And it's naturally wanting me to settle here. Because this is a balanced position for me. Even here is more balanced than here. Because I can't put enough weight here to push off. All my weight's back here and I rock up to weight where I'm steady and then I want to hinge from here, right? So if we kind of get around that. Doesn't have to be a wedge necessarily if you guys don't have one. Plates help because they keep your hips up, but if you keep the wedge underneath, it'll force you forward and it will stop your butt from dropping. So you won't have that rocking back feeling in your hips, where when you get to here you want to tip. Because when you have weight in your hand with the wedge keeping you forward, I'm going to be here and I can't rock back further than here, or I'm going to literally tip over the back of this fucking edge. So you feel the pressure on your tailbone up through and rock. It will also help you displace more weight on your feet, because right now I'm digging into my feet harder than I ever could. Because I'm forward, right? And I'm up. Up. So the arch happens soon. Squeeze up through. Up. It's like a million times better of a row. So you see other guys, they promote this like the way I do, with hips back, chest forward, pull quick. This is going to generate that pull way faster, because the problem, no matter what the angle you get people to do it is this foot pressure. So I'm making foot pressure number one now by getting myself on that angle that pitches me downward. That's why it's like better that we have a higher end, higher lip at the bottom than at the top. So even if your plates, I don't know how you would do that. Maybe you have 2 plates and have a 25. But just how to have yourself on that angle so you create a smoother pull, right? That's fucking awesome. I just thought of that right now.